on a new adventure.
I really do wonder how, like, if it all comes down on Somnus, if he's going to be able to pick it back up. Because if memory serves me right, this aggressive lane in the off lane for LGD could be a big problem. But ooh, Aether Remnant and Mike Catch, nothing to say. We talked all that nonsense about nothing to say, needing to win the lane, and all of a sudden, well, Somnus is here claiming himself a solo first blood.
Help out to nothing to say. 3 points in Shadow Strike. I think he's overdoing it at the moment, considering that he did not win the lane.
Ooh,
like, he has
beyond.
more denies.
Top lane might drop 3 heroes here. You said they needed 3, and they're going to use all 3 to get the kill on a Faith Beyond. I was actually going to talk about him griefing the other day when he went, he TP'd mid, nothing to say, thought he came from the fountain, passed him his bottle. He hadn't, so it didn't refill. And then nothing to say was Storm, and then zipped over to get the Invis rune without refilling his bottle. Ooh, double stun on
good
the
cookie.
Why getting the double stun? Inkswell not gonna reach anybody, and they finally get a revenge kill over mid. It was definitely more of a focus thing for this safe lane. Queen of Pain.
Beyond the chase with the Exo.
Yeah, trying to go after God King, the Gwen experience, and I don't know if he's gonna reach Requiem just yet. They've got the tag team, and they're gonna fight and just stay right in his face as the Power Rangers TPs all come towards top, and Faith Beyond ends up being the one who dies. I don't know if they were expecting that, looking for the scatter blast that doesn't land and hit the south. So this might go from bad to worse for LGD, getting a little bit too overconfident because they lost InQ and they're gonna lose Y. So all 3 heroes in the top lane after diving this troll die.
The Librarian X Noah will get himself to level 6 with that dome.
I'd like to check this out, please. Inkswell, Aether Remnant lands, and they're gonna get another kill on nothing to say. They land the spear out onto Y. So that's 2 more kills. We haven't entirely felt Faith Beyond's impact, which is very odd in a game like this, or any game that
There's
involves
this
Faith
feed
Beyond.
moment on the top. He killed the tower.
Venom's Embrace bottom. They're gonna go and try and get this kill here on a nothing to say. They've got the X out on a Felix. The Sonic Wave comes through.
Torrent.
And the Torrent. Oh, Ame. Okay. TI champion in the making. God King, Inkswell on him. He's already eaten the Shadow Strike, and now the X pulls him back, so they don't land the Inkswell. Finally pops the BKB, goes after Ame, starting to bash him up a little bit, but they've got the Walrus Punch, so they'll put him in the air for a second. The Fire Snap Cookie to push him away.
Oh, good Arena.
The Arena's down, and that'll get around ZinQ as well. As nothing to say, but nothing to say can blink away. They've got the Sonic Wave that hits on a God King as well as Chalice, but they've killed off Ame. They'll end up losing Y. They take the Aegis out of the hands of nothing to say. With the Aether Remnant ready to go on him, Faith Beyond is gone. This might just be a full team wipe right next to the tier 3 tower. This would be devastating, as they could just turn this into a tier 3 if they do finally finish off nothing to say, but he just has that blink. Somnus still looking, though. He had the boots of travel to go back to the creep wave, and they will find him, so it's a full team wipe.
Smoke from PSG.LGD. They're trying to make something happen. Like, if they lose this fight, I think this just might be the game, even though Roche will respawn in 90
Blink
seconds.
should set up potentially the arena, but he doesn't have it for another 10 seconds. It'll force the BKB on God King. They go to the backlines and take out X Nova. They've already used the Ghost Ship, so BKB's going to run out here for God King. Fire Snap Cookie onto the low ground. Y survives. Shards are out. They don't catch Somnus. They use the Exorcism, which now might be an issue come Roche if it does spawn within a time where they can take it, but they're going to turn this around. They're going to go for the arena. They kick him out of the arena. Now they've got the Walrus Punch, the Sonic Wave pushing him back. No BKB, but is it even going to matter? They get the kill on nothing to say. The Mortimer's Kisses come down with the buyback being used by nothing to say. Spear pushes back Faith Beyond. They're trying to land it onto God King, but they just don't have the control to get the kill there. They'll look for the kick, look for the snowball to all line it up, but he immediately goes into the Dissimulate with the Astro Step away. A 3-man stroke of fate, and now they're about to have the Bane back up. Blink with the shard silences up Felix, looking for the ice shards. That lands. They've got themselves the Spirit Siphon. They'll get the kill on a Felix, and still nothing to say. Blinks further, looking for even more. Exorcism up in 3. They've got Kisses up as well. They're into Roche. They've got the scan, but will they be ready for this? They don't even have the right positioning just yet. And they're going to blink forward. They give out the BKB pop by nothing to say. The Fiend's Grip comes out on Faith Beyond. They just have the right click damage to get the kill and nothing to say. He's dead for 100 seconds. They get the kill on X Nova. The buyback comes out from Xingqiu. There's the Nightmare landing out onto Y. Ame trying to do his best, but they've got themselves a spear as well as the Gods Rebuke that locks down this Snapfire. They have the Soulbind. Yule's up into the air, but now the silence does Ame have the damage. It's not looking likely they get the kill on the Chalice, but they will lose Ame. He's dead, gone, done, dusted. GG is called, and game one goes to RNG.
All right, great start for RNG. Exactly the start that they needed. Oh man, mid lane is getting dumpstered.
Yeah, this time Somnus is not doing it.
11-4 against 6-3. Somnus not having a good time.
And there's that first blood coming up bottom. New charges, who knows? Xingqiu going level 2 in the Leech Seed for his level 3 pick. And it's actually getting a little bit tougher here for LGD. Boundless Strike, Leech Seed trying to keep Faith Beyond alive, and a little bit of Centaur help. And that's actually going to benefit RNG as they get the kill on a Faith Beyond. They got the extra experience. They pushed themselves to 4 before LGD could get there. And
yeah, he did not have a good time first couple of waves. So any kind of rotation, Disruptor or Monkey King should do the trick. Bottom lane.
Yeah, Faith Beyond a little forward again, but they do have Y coming over. They've got the Jingu, the dual breath hits both of them. The Boundless Strike is out, so Felix will heal a little bit, but he still ends up dead, and they are going to kill off God King. So with the rotation, they do get 2 kills down here, and they can put some pressure onto this tower with the catapult coming through.
Well, I look at us, it's telling people that we use cheats in some of these games. Goddamn cheaters. DD on Mars.
Ice Path coming through, and well, they're gonna go to the static link and try to get the kill on X over. The Balance Strike comes out onto Y. They've used the Wukongs. They'll throw the Ravage. It lands onto Somnus. The spear hits though on a nothing to say. So now Somnus, he won't be able to walk away from the plasma field, but nothing to say. Oh, one shot. Primal Spring down on a nothing to say, and will get the kill. Meanwhile, on the other side, Faith Beyond and Xingqiu are gonna look to maybe get a trade here on Felix. Loses his broom handle on the courier, and there's the glimpse back in the end of the chase on that one. But to go back to your point, it was a cheat, I believe, in StarCraft. The original line, all your base belongs to us, is from Zero Wing, as Felix does eventually die to Ame rotating over.
You can choose like which path you want to go for. I think that's what we need to have a bit like a bit of a mix where you can choose whether I want to play this hero as a core. Blink in.
Blink Overgrowth on a 2. Chalice immediately getting linked. They drop down the Static Storm. They've got the Ravage to back it up. They're going to try to go for Somnus Sanities, and they still don't kill Xingqiu. X Nova's gone. Nothing to say comes back, and nothing to say. It's only got 73 from the Static Link.
Oh, what a bait.
And look at that. Xingqiu makes Somnus turn around, and Somnus does end up falling.
All in, like this is very risky build considering what you're playing into. There's still no BKB. It's one of those like either he looks really bad or he looks like the best player type of a build.
Midas does feel like it could pay off in dividends though. They've got the arena as well as the spear that comes out onto the Jakiro. Meanwhile, on the other side of the fight with the BKBs being popped around the horn, they're trying to get these kills here. The sanity is going to be dropped down to Faith Beyond to get the kill to the Time Hunter. But Felix as well as Y drop in the support area of this fight. And well, a 2-for-1 for RNG with 10 seconds till Roche.
AoE. On him, but yeah, the rest it's not gonna take that much damage.
Oh,
they're not attacking
spear?
Spears.
It's the kebab on the 2 heroes that they needed it on most. Felix goes with the Wukong's command, and now they're gonna blink and go to the Ravage. That's gonna land on a 2 with the BKB being popped by Felix. Now X Nova, he's dead immediately. You pop the BKB on nothing to say. You've got Faith Beyond pushing in on a Somnus. They get the kill on a Y, and now they've got the static link on a Chalice. Sanity's drop. Faith Beyond dead again. The buyback comes out from Y. They have the stun coming through and nothing to say as well as Ame. The spear lands, hits Ame, who needs a Sunder, but he Sunder just gets it onto Felix. And now they're going to go after God King. God King gets the kill on Xingqiu. Stifling Dagger to slow up Ame. They bought back on this tree, and they still want to go for Roche.
We'll pop one. He wants to take this fight. He understood if I go back, it's not gonna be as good.
That was the refresher used there by Nothing to Say to get the static link as well as the Eye of the Storm. They've got the static link down, and they'll get the kill on a Chalice. Chalice going to be dead for 77 seconds. Leaves the Roche potentially open. Felix is going to try and Primal Spring this. They need to be ready. They throw the Ice Path down onto it. That's going to stun up
Can he get
Felix,
it?
but now the Aegis is down and picked up by
Doesn't get
Ame.
anything.
They kill Somnus. They'll take out another duo of heroes here on RNG. So looking to hold out, but you've already lost the mid set of racks. This happens so fast, especially with the upgrade. They've got the arena, the Phantom.
the cleave.
Oh my god, Faith Beyond and Nothing to Say are melted. Ame might be next. He's broken. He's on the run. He sunders again, this time on a God King, and will use the Demon Zeal and just right-click him down. The Demon Zeal, the Shard, proving to feel so good on this hero, and he'll continue to go. He doesn't have Sunder for 29 seconds. They land the Spear. They'll get the kill. That's the Aegis, but when he comes back alive, he will have that Demon Zeal, but I don't think he's going to have the damage. They've got the Static Storm right in front of him, and they'll get the kill with the help of the Fan of Knives. Somnus getting credit for it and taking out Ame twice. Could go to the triple Stifling Dagger.
Like, they have ways of protecting her. I think they're like, because you can Sunder through the BKB, but once BKB is down, there should have been an Astral Phantom Assassin. Like, he needs to be careful.
They were thinking about it. They go to the BKBs, but they've got the Overgrowth. They've rooted up the Phantom Assassin. The Phantom Assassin who just bought back in the last exchange. They've got the Macro Fire down, but goes over to the side into the Gush, and they'll get the kill. They'll take out God King. They look over at Chalice. They'll drop down the arena, but the Ravage comes out, and down goes Chalice. Felix is next, and that is 3 heroes dead without the Terrorblade even being involved. On the side of LGD.
They will run down mid. They will run down mid. Terrorblade has meta. Yeah, we can see the drawings on the minimap. So yeah, 70 seconds without Phantom Assassin. Ravage is not online, but Terrorblade will take care of the business.
A buyback on Chalice. Yeah, the blur just at the wrong time, and well, when it's not song 2, nobody really listens, so the blur didn't really help, and they end up getting the kill in 57 seconds to get this done. They'll go for the first tier 4, then the second. They have the Hex. They're trying to wrap around. They've got themselves the Silence of the Static Storm. They don't have the Sanities. Ame's gonna die. They'll look to turn it, though. These heroes were strong enough to clean up everybody else the last time. And why? With a triple kill to close out game number 2. 1 apiece in this grand final.
It's a good situational pick and can work a lot of the time. Oh, Somnus in trouble.
Now they've brought Sinkyu around to try and get this kill. Aether Remnant locks up, Nothing to Say. And he'll just simulate up to the high ground, but Nothing to Say with the Sleight of Fist will still get that kill. Let's see, he'll TP and then come through into the mid lane.
Oh, he used the glyph. Nicely done. So that the creeps are gonna tank it for a little bit, but needs to be careful.
And there he is coming back again. Searing Chains onto both of them. There's the Ice Path. Outlands out on Nothing to Say. The Flame Guard, the Remnant looking for Somnus. He's got the Resonant Pulse. They get the kill into Sinkyu. And with the Astral Step and the damage, it's a double kill for Felix. In the beginning of this series, talking about how we were kind of expecting Planet to be the standout Rubik's Star, but he ends up doing it with a game in the lower bracket finals. Meanwhile, Sight, Searing Chains, Chalice. Ooh, Vacuum Wall on a 3, but it's not going to matter. Now it's just a cooldown. And they'll get that kill out onto this Darkseer.
Other than that, 2 deaths, overextending 2 times in a row.
Ooh,
like, yeah, you
Chrono.
have Vanguard.
Just on the edge, and now Ice Path will lock up, but they've got the Ravage to follow it up, and they have the damage to get the kill into Somnus. They stole the
Bash.
Searing Chains. Ex-Nova not going to get bashed.
I think Chalice thinks he's unkillable. Well, not anymore. You know, he probably thought that, you know, I have this Vanguard, I'm super tanky, but they managed to bring him down. And 2 times in a row, oh, God King.
I didn't think they were going to have the damage there. God, level 4 Purifying Flames. That was the tick over. Ice Path damage out. False Promise to save himself. And now Felix doesn't get away. Why even gets that kill? Ice Path, Macropyre, both down. Somnus looking for an opportunity to jump in. They're going to look to get this kill on X Nova. They've got the time lapse. They'll take him out. The Aether Remnant pulling him into the Macropyre. But Y gets a double kill from a sliver of health to double kills. And now Somnus, he's in trouble.
Last Astral Step.
They don't actually have the mana for the Ravage to lock him down, but I don't think it's going to matter. They still get this kill. Chalice comes over again. Vacuum Wall on a 2, but it has not been fruitful for him. But luckily this time he's under the tier 2 tower for nothing to say, and they will get a kill. God, his courier died going back to base because I think you had double damage and one hit it. Killed it. Orchid, Wall, all coming down out onto Ame. They vacuum him back into the Ice Path, and now the Ravage turnaround. This is going to be not 1, not 2, but 3 strikes, and RNG are out of there with nobody surviving the onslaught. 4-man smoke, but they don't find anything in the jungle. They know that they're across. They're going to try and make this move. It will be a little bit difficult for them. They do have some great vision up in the top lane, so they do see them all. But now
there is no
fight them in the Roche.
But there is a BKB on Faceless Void.
Yules, BKB, Sleight of Fist, Searing Chains coming through. There's the root. He already used the Yules, and now it's not available, but he goes to the Dissimulate. There's the Ravage. It lands on a God King as well. Somnus, they get the kill on a 1. Now they're going to try and take out the second. God King goes in. The silence onto the Oracle. The Orchid Burn will be enough. They'll get the kill there out onto Y. Felix is down, though. They'll buy back on Somnus. The right clicks are in. They'll take out Sinkyu. Chalice survives for a second. The Anchor Smash misses, but the Gush will not. It's a big wave coming the way of Chalice on the Darkseer. So they end up taking out 3. They bought back on the Void Spirit. But the buyback doesn't really turn into anything. Uh-oh. They're going right for this Phantom Assassin. This might be interesting, although at the same time, Chalice is going to die. And now the smoke gets broken. God King going for it. An early false promise. They go to the Fan of Knives. They're going to remnant over towards the Rubik, who will Yules himself into the air. And now they'll look to turn the fight around, but they can't. They can't really
still alive.
Stole the false promise and got it off before he ended up dead. So they're able to keep alive God King. They'll get the kill on his Sinkyu. Now he'll take out God King as the Ravage comes in. It'll be the Aegis being popped on nothing to say. And there's the double Ravage to catch out Somnus and get them another kill. 4 heroes dead on the side of RNG. It's crazy how off the cuff you are. Just how quick you are. Oh my gosh. We're moving forward. There's the Ravage preempted for this one. Oh, the Chrono, the damage. Oh my god.
Yeah, they might call this one. Chrono in 9. All they need to do is stall.
Oh, they've done it.
What is... Oh, Ame just bought a full Scotty.
Faith Beyond. Oh, Faith Beyond
Break.
might be in trouble. They go after Ame. They've got the Chrono down around God King, and that's going to be enough to get the Phantom Assassin. They've got the Gleipnir, lands on 2. The Ravage to follow it up, and it hits 3. Felix, X Nova, all gone. Chalice and Somnus will try to run, but the Gush hits both of them. They'll just call GG before the full team wipe is completed, and LGD will take a 2-1 lead over RNG. Answers yes. Witchblade 6 out of 6 times. All right, so forget I said that. Never said it. That's why, you know, I'm not an analyst, but they get the kill there on the Y. And then Somnus ties the Sinkyu coming over, and well, they do have X Nova over there, but unfortunately, well, the Skywrath comes in and Somnus ends up falling. That is not the start you want. Go from Cub to Lion. One of these days, I'll do the same. Faith Beyond getting pressured by 3 heroes here down bottom, and Felix will get credit for that kill. And this is something that we talked about. Aggressive supports. But that being said, over mid, aggressive supports turn into aggressive kills, and a second kill onto Somnus. Maybe a kill on X Nova. He came in TPing with about half health, and that might have been a problem because now he's surrounded,
no boots.
and now he's dead. Ooh, Felix. That does not feel great. The minus armor, the silences, the cookie all coming through, but now that puts him closer to Somnus and X-Nova. They have the snowball, they have the shards, the dream coil comes in to try and turn it around, but the earth spike lands. They've got the LSA as well as the Laguna Blade. Now finally gets the waning rift off. They've got the silence on the 2. The look over at Somnus, who's still trying to survive another gank, but they have the scatterblast slow. Eventually we should see Somnus drop. The question is to whom, and it ends up being to Faith Beyond. Ooh,
Yeah,
the cookie got him to high ground.
I mean, the beautiful thing is there was still a tier 1 tower on the mid lane. Usually it's ravaged, not up
okay.
in 5 seconds.
They try to go for Faith Beyond. They've got the silence and the Mystic Flare to get the kill into Felix, and now Ame making the jumps, trying to get the kill into Somnus. They already got both supports out of the fight. Somnus, BKB no longer there. Kisses are out, and well, nobody really wants a sloppy kiss like that.
There's the Ravage.
They'll end up dead. They've got the Ravage. They'll go for the kill. They've got the silences. They have the damage. They'll take out a 4th. And God King falls to Sinkyu, who now is just absolutely destroying. Going Boots of Travel next on this Skywrath. And look at Chalice. He's set up to try and make something happen as well. And it's going to be off them trying to take the ward, but it's quick take of the ward. And instead, Chalice turns his attention over to Nothing to Say, and they'll get the kill onto the puck. It looks like they want to cut him off at the pass if they're going to allow themselves to get cut off here, because they're not TPing out immediately. They've got the Hex, they've got the Arena, they land the Spear. Y is here, and now Ame is hit with the Earth Spike. The LSA is not going to be on him. Faith Beyond moving forward. They get the kill on X-Nova, and Ame's trying to turn this around. They've got themselves the Ravage as well as the BKB being popped by Ame with the right clicks coming in, and now juking them through. They've got the Snowball with the right click damage. They've got the Gush. They have the damage to take out Somnus. Felix is gone, and so is Chalice. 4 heroes die for the price of Nothing to Say, and that is TP up towards top. There's the Waning Rift with the BKB being popped here by Somnus. They'll go the other direction, but that is forcing them into an interesting spot considering the fact that they are sieging the high ground. They've got the Mortimer's Kisses coming out, and here comes God King. God King coming through, but X-Nova's gonna die to the Mortimer's Kisses of Y. Chalice gets the kill on a Sinkyu. Chalice also lands the spear out onto the Tidehunter. They've got the snowball save. They're gonna buy back here on a Sinkyu. They throw the Ravage out. It lands on a 3, and God King blown up by the crits. The armlet toggling of Chalice. It's not gonna be enough to keep him alive. They get the kill there onto the Mars, and they'll take out Tusk right on the door of this Radiant base. So that means Glyph, when it's over, this tier 3 is going down.
That means there's no Aegis left on Phantom Assassin. They're using a scan. Let's see if it connects.
Right
it
behind
doesn't,
them.
barely misses.
They are right behind them, and they have Ravage in 13 seconds. If this is a long-winded fight, that might prove to be fatal. They're going to go in with the BKB. They're going to blow up X-Nova immediately. They look over at the Tidehunter. Faith Beyond's going to die without buyback. They've got the Andis popping on Nothing to Say as they take out Faith Beyond as well as Y. Ame trying to fight. They've got the Dream Coil around on the 2 of these heroes. They've morphed into the Phantom Assassin. They've got the breakout onto the PA, so the mischance is no longer there for him. They're going to wait for him in, but he's going to try and Satanic and survive. And finally, Felix as well as Somnus are going to go down. They've got Ame still going after God King. There's the adaptive strike, but Nothing to Say is sticking with him. He'll use that morph into the Phantom Assassin to try and get out of this one, but as the TP is on him, he won't be able to escape. 4 heroes die. Chalice walks away, making a pretty big case for MVP. First ballot MVP. And they've got the blink coming through, but the damage coming out from Ame with the double damage. Looking over at Chalice. He'll get himself 1. He's now godlike. Finger comes out, but it's not going to kill off. Oh my god, he one-shot him. Ame
oh
one
man,
shot
the damage
X-Nova.
from Ame.
And 1900 damage onto X-Nova in 1 shot.
Double damage still
where
running.
He only has 1300 life. Meanwhile, they're looking over. They're trying to get the kill on Ame. They've got themselves the Lotus, I believe, throwing the snowball right back at him, but it's going to throw him into the base. Ame might actually die to that. He ends up surviving. They get the kill on Somnus. They look over at God King. They'll take out this Morphling. They'll call GG, and LGD will be the champions of this final.